Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am going to review Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky by Kwame Mbalia. This one will be the newest release in Rick Rider Presents and it is out on the 15th of October. It is the first in a series about Tristan Strong and it follows Tristan. Obviously, he has had a really hard time lately after his best friend's death, and he also lost his very first boxing match. He's then sent to live with his grandparents in Alabama on their farm. It then shows up this talking doll called Gun Baby who steals this diary that his friend Eddie had, where he wrote down African folk tales and myths and legends, and he got this from his mother after his best friend's death, and he has also been glowing lately and has this weird symbol on it. But yeah, this is stolen by this known character from folklore and myths called Gun Baby, and he runs after Gun Baby to get this book back and accidentally hits a tree that tears this hole in the sky, and they fall into this different universe that is mirrored kinda to ours, and they are in war and under attack. People there, the magical creatures living there, has gone missing for a year now, and it got much worse after this hole got teared in the sky because time elapsed differently there, etc. So Tristan needs to go on a quest to close this hole that he caused and also help the people there that are in crisis. He also meets many different gods that are in African mythology, and as I said, need to go on a quest to make sure that this hole is closed in the sky. So there are bone ships here and metallic weird creatures that are finding them and capturing them. Tristan also finds out that he is an Anan Sesam, which is a storyteller that keeps and records the stories. They have magical abilities where they tell stories, and the stories are sort of deciphered in the air through magic, and he finds out he is one of them and has great powers, and it's very important for the world because stories that we tell are really important. He finds out all this and, as I said, needs to fix this little mishap that he did. First of all, I absolutely was so in for this when I first heard about it. The title, the cover, the synopsis, everything sounds awesome. I think the title is so long, a nice rhyme to it. I for a long time thought the main character was named Tristan and not Tristan because I can't read. I knew that this was going to be a nice adventure story, and also, you know, with the whole mythology aspect, it is a Rick Rider Presents after all, where they all have mythology aspect things in them, and I just wanted to learn more about African mythology and folk tales and all that, because I feel like I don't know enough about other cultures, like as much as we hear, for example, about Greek culture, and I just love that. I think that the author did a really good job with portraying Tristan just not as like this important hero that is going to go on this quest, but also just his mundane problems with the whole boxing thing and disappointing his parents, and also losing his best friend was just so sad, and just like how he thinks about it and how that is explored here. It was sad, but also like sometimes we just need to read about sad things to, you know, not feel alone. So I think just the characters' issues here were really just interesting because the characters made the story. I just really like Tristan and his thought pattern, his humor, and all the different other characters that we got to meet. They were like animal people here, like they're not fully human as well. Like of course they're fully humans as well, but like half fox and rabbits and talking animals, and I loved it. There are African American folk heroes here and West African gods, so there's like a mix of them, and I really enjoyed it all, and I'm just thinking about all the kids that can read this and see themselves in the story, and it makes me really happy. Overall, it's just a super fun adventure story, and I just love these kind of stories so much because they are funny with these funny humoristic things like like comments from Tristan himself, like, oh my god, they're talking animals, and he goes around screaming. He's afraid of heights, and like, he's not perfect by any means, but he doesn't need to be. But I also just love the adventure story, how he like gets help on the way, and like not necessarily don't get a big flashing sword, but has other way to fight and to be strong and etc. I just love all the bits and pieces that we get, and of course, as I said, learning about the mythology and gods, etc. And especially the theme about the storytelling and how stories we carry them with us in like oral tradition for years, and how they just go through generations, and how they're still important for us in general, just like stories and storytelling. Yes to everything. I love his abilities. I love the idea that that stories are important, that we couldn't forget it. Yeah, and like the undergoing themes about like loss and pain. Who doesn't love to read about pain? There was some nice twist in the end that I didn't actually expect, and I've just really liked the ending here because, as I said, we get this nice adventure story, but the plot wrapped together so nicely and was pretty clever, I would say myself. I especially loved the end, after the end, like the consequences of the end. I thought I was hilarious, and I was like, really? And I'm really looking forward to the next book because it's humorous and also has seriousness in it, as I just said, but just the end, it was the best, and I really, really liked it. I am very excited for the next book and just continuing the journey with Tristan and finding out what more he will learn from the world. I just can imagine so many kids wanting to read the story and just seeing how great it was and seeing themselves in the story, etc. Would recommend so much. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, and again, if you just want a super fun adventurous story with just the most wonderful characters and, you know, with also heavy themes in it, then there you have it. It was great. It was exactly what I expected it to be, and it made me feel wholesome and happy. And can we just appreciate the amazing art here? I'm in awe, seriously. So yeah, a really, really nice, well-crafted story. I don't really have that much more to say other than that I recommend it a lot. And again, it is out on the 15th of October, if I can even like know dates correctly in my head. Thank you so much for watching. You will see me soon in a new video, and yeah, bye!